was the boogeyman.
As a matter of fact, it was.
What's going on, horror fanatics? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus, and in this video I will be talking about Amber Freeman, one half of our Ghostface killers in Scream 2022, and delving into a piece of dialogue that was written for her in the original draft of the script in the final act of the movie that was later edited, as the original dialogue is not only different from what we got in the film, but if it had been kept, could have gave more leverage to a popular theory that she was related to none other than Stumacher. If you haven't done so already, please shoot this video a like. Definitely helps out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. As well as if you happen to be a new viewer here to this channel, please shoot that subscribe button as well as that notification icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. Okay, everyone, so in Scream 5, Amber Freeman was revealed as Ghostface alongside Richie Kirsch, but she also happened to be living in the exact same house as Stumacher did in 1996. This led to some fans within the fandom theorizing that Amber was actually related to Stu, some believing that she could be his niece. At one moment in the final act, Sam asked Richie and Amber how did they know that she was Billy Loomis's daughter, in which Amber replied, "It's a small town and your mom's a drunk," implying it was Sam's mother Christina who spilled the beans, causing most, if not the entire town, to know about her secret. However, in the original draft of the script, Amber's response to this question from Sam was completely different. Let's take a look. The script goes on to read, "Sam, how did you know?" Amber, "About your father? It's a small town. My uncle went to school with all of them. He knew Billy was banging your mom behind Sid's back." So as you can see and hear, this dialogue and response from Amber is very much different than the dialogue that we got in the actual film when asked this question by Sam. I believe it was cut because it would have been hard to believe, at least in my opinion, that Amber's uncle knew about Billy and Christina, but no one else, including Sidney, didn't, especially when you consider how most of the town, including Sidney's own classmates, would gossip about her mom Maureen and her indiscretions. Plus it is high school, so I just feel if he knew, then someone else would have known as well, unless her uncle was someone not only close to the situation, but close enough to Billy to not reveal his affair with Christina. This is where I do believe the idea was to have Stu at some point revealed as Amber's uncle come into play. It would have made a lot of sense being that he went to school with all of them, but even more importantly, he was in the friend group and Billy's right-hand man and partner as Ghostface, who would have had no problem keeping Billy's secrets for him, given how close they were. He definitely would have known about Billy and Christina, in my opinion, and not told a soul about it. But subsequently, they decided against it and changed it, maybe because they felt having Amber live in Stu's house, then adding that dialogue would have made it obvious they were referring to Stu in that dialogue as her uncle, and if the plan was to bring Stu back at some point, that would have been a more glaring Easter egg than the many subtle Easter eggs that we got in the film. We'll never really know why it was changed. That is just speculation on my part on why it could have been. At the end of it all, it is interesting to theorize and speculate how the rest of the film would have played out, or if at some point they would have tied Amber into Stu as a possible relative, had they would have kept this original dialogue from the original script in the actual film. And I wouldn't blame you if you read this and automatically assumed that this was the idea, given who Amber turned out to be, and the fact that they had her living in Stumacher's house. But okay, everyone, that is it for this video. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on this version of the script. Do you think they should have kept it? And if they did, do you think they would have made Stumacher and Amber Freeman relatives based on this dialogue that we have gotten from the original script? Once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. I'm your host and creator of the channel, Marcus. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Thank you all for watching.